What's up, everybody? It's your boy Stevie the Black, the CEVEE, the Black. I'm back. I know I'm a day late with this. Monday, yesterday, I had a lot of stuff going on, and by the time I was done, I just did not feel like recording a video. See, those are the days, and those are times where you have to push yourself to be better, right? And to do it. And I did not do it. Anyway, so we'll get right on with the review and my thoughts on Wrestlemania Sunday. So Wrestlemania Sunday kicks off with Brock Lesnar taking on Omos. Now, this is a match that none of us were excited for. We thought it was going to be a disaster. We had preferred Brock and Bray. We had preferred them to finish Brock and Lashley, which never got a finish, a proper finish. They just went with Omos, right? And Brock, he ends up winning the match. As I was watching the match, I texted Addie, and I was like, watch Brock win with one F5. And he said, watch this match be only 5 minutes. Well, he was wrong. I was right, although he was near. He was very, very close. It was 4 minutes and 55 seconds. Brock did win with one F5. Brock got dominated most of the match. Omos looked like a monster. Brock got in about a couple suplexes. Tried to hit an F5 at first. Failed at it. Then he did it again. Hit the F5. 1, 2, 3. That's the match. I didn't agree with the decision at all. I thought Omos should have won to put him over. I know what they were thinking and what they wanted is the look of Brock Lesnar F5ing Omos. And you still could have had that, where Omos dominated the entire match. Brock Lesnar gets in a few moves. He hits the F5, but Omos kicks out at 1. Brock is shocked because the F5 puts away everybody. Omos then puts him away. 1, 2, 3. That's how I would have booked it for Omos and Lesnar. That didn't happen, so that sucks. But it is what it is. Next up, we had the Women's WrestleMania Showcase between Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, Natalya and Shotzi, Rousey and Shayna, Deville and Green. Yeah, this match was average at best. This was probably the worst match. Actually, was it the worst match of the weekend? Probably. It wasn't very good. It was boring. You know, the men's were way better. They knew they had to put on a show, and the women just, they didn't do anything. Everyone got in offense except Rousey and Shayna, who they ended up winning the match at the last second, which goes along with my theory that Ronda Rousey is still hurt. She can't do much, so they had her come in and win the match at the last second. My thing is, hey, I know you want her on WrestleMania, but if she can't go, shouldn't be the match, right? But it is what it is. So, WrestleMania Sunday, not getting off to the best of starts. But don't worry, because up next, we have, as Big E would say, well, how does he say it? Big sweaty men bumping meat. Big beefy men bumping meat, as Big E would say. The Triple Threat Intercontinental Championship match, the match of the weekend. My boy Gunther retained the Intercontinental title in an absolute classic of a match. That match, yo, I can't do this match any justice. You gotta go watch it for yourselves. That match was amazing. I mean, it got to the point where I was legit, even though I wanted my boy Gunther to win, I was rooting for Sheamus to pull it out. And when, what did he hit? He hit the bro kick, I think, on Gunther. Gunther. He hit the bro kick on him. Drew pulls him out. And the look on that man's face like, you didn't. I had it. It was right there. And you stole it from me. You stopped me from doing it. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Go watch this match. Match of the weekend. Next up, we have Bianca Belair taking on Asuka for the Raw Women's Championship. They had a good match. They had a good match. Really good match. But I believe the wrong person won. I believe Asuka should have won. There was no reason for Bianca Belair, whatever her name is, for Bianca Belair, whatever. There was no reason for her to retain the title. I'm not saying this because I hate Bianca. I'm not saying this because I'm sick and tired of her. Well, I guess maybe I am a tiny little bit, because from what people were saying, the crowd was about 50-50 with the decision. Some were cheering, some were booing, because Asuka, I believe, is now 0-4, 0-5 at WrestleMania. She debuted this new persona of hers back at the Rumble, and it hasn't done anything at all for her. Like, it's crazy. Like, the closing sequence of the match is great. Like, they had a great match throughout. The closing sequence, Bianca almost hits the ref. Asuka tries to hit her in the face with the miss. She misses. Asuka's able to get her in the armbar, but Bianca's able to reverse it, get out of it, reverse it into the KOD for the win. But, man, I really think Asuka should have won. And now a lot of the women are not happy with the direction. And this is under Triple H. This ain't got nothing to do with Vince. It may have started with Vince, but Triple H really continued this. Like, Triple H, bro, come on now, man. This should have been Asuka's time and moment, and you dropped the ball on this, my friend. You dropped the ball on something else too, but we'll get to that in a minute. Matter of fact, the next 3 matches you dropped the ball on, because we had Edge taking on Demon Balor inside Hell in a Cell. Another good match. Probably Edge's best match since he's been back at WrestleMania, because I wasn't too thrilled about his match with Styles last year. And then the match with him and Randy the year before, that wasn't very good. Actually, his triple threat match with him and Dan Bryan, I never actually saw. I was at work, so I only saw the ending, and I never went back and watched the match. So maybe one day I will go back and watch the match. So I can't really speak on that match. But the Randy Orton match, Styles match, and this match are the ones I saw. And out of the 3, this was the best one. A lot of, I don't know what it is about the Demon, man, but I mean, the Demon used to be so protected. You know, Balor only calls on him when he needs him, and he lost in the strangest way, still unexplained way, to Roman Reigns back at Extreme Rules. Sorry. Oh, bless me. Excuse me. Sorry. And then he just lost clean to Edge. Didn't make no sense. Excuse me. Didn't make no sense whatsoever. Edge didn't need the win. Finn Balor is starting to get on that Bray Wyatt trajectory where we just not going to believe in you anymore, bro. Because every time you have a big match, you lose. When's the last time Finn Balor won a feud? Anybody? Anybody? Anybody got the answer? Because I sure don't. Maybe Bobby Lashley, but I don't think so. Another one. Oh, they did have to stop the match about halfway through, though, and they had to cut it short because of it. Edge threw the ladder at Finn Balor, and it cut his head open. It was bleeding. They had to stop the match, right? And it turns out later he had to have 14 stitches in his head, man. That's crazy. First of all, I want to say kudos to Finn, who got his head busted open and finished the match, but they had to cut the match short. I think they said there was like another 10, 15 minutes in the match. So, but either way, I mean, kudos to Finn for pulling it out. I would have loved it if when Finn went to the top of the cell or the camera ledge and he hit the coup de grace, I would have loved that for the finish of the match. That would have been a cool shot, you know, especially early on, you know, Edge doing all this offense on the Demon and it wasn't really affecting him for that to go down the way that it did, man. I mean, again, good match. Very good match. But I don't think Edge should have won. Really, really don't. I'm sorry. Next up, we had The Miz and Snoop Dogg come out. They talk about the attendance record for the day and then the combined record for, I think it was like 180,000 or 160,000 people for both days. So, that's good. They had a pretty good attendance record. Then Miz gets on Snoop Dogg for the way he treated him the day before and him, you know, having to have that impromptu match. And so Snoop was like, nah. He's like, my bad. But then he was like, nah, I wasn't talking to you. I was talking about my bad. And then Shane comes down. And Shane actually gets cheered. We haven't seen Shane since the Royal Rumble the year before. And he got booed. So for him to come back a year later and get cheered, that's very, very good. Then, so they come down. They're supposed to have the match. Not even 2 minutes into the match, Shane gets hurt. We found out later that he tore his quads? His groin? He injured his leg. Right? It was nasty. He jumps up in the air. He lands weird, awkwardly on his legs. He can't get back up. It sucks, man. I'm wishing a speedy recovery. Sending out my prayers to Shane. Hope you get better, man. You know, hopefully this isn't the end. You know, you can go out on a better note than that. But yeah. So while that's happening, and they're like, "Oh man, what do we do?" Apparently, they told Snoop. I thought Snoop improvised, so I was about to say, "All right, Snoop." But they told Snoop, hey, go in there and hit a rock bottom on Miz. So Snoop goes in there, punches the Miz out twice, then hits him with the people's elbow. He does the most weakest rope bounce I've seen, but hey, he's not a wrestler. Goes in, hits the people's elbow. 1, 2, 3, Snoop wins. It's an unfortunate situation. It's unfortunate it happened and happens in wrestling, but they made the best of it, and Snoop was awesome. Way to go, Snoop. And then finally, last but not least, we get to the main event. Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns, the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. Night 2 didn't start off the best. It started off slow. But then it had 2 bad matches. But then it had, 3 straight good matches. Asuka at the Triple Threat, match of the weekend. Asuka, really good match. Edge, really good match. This match, really good match. Until the end. Where Roman Reigns picks up the win. He retains the championship. Let me start off by saying, I don't hate Roman Reigns. I like Roman Reigns. Ever since he turned heel, I've been begging that man to turn heel for years. And to see him on this historic run has made me proud. the tribal chief. The tribal chief, right? Him and Paul Heyman's been great. But that, bro. Oh, man. The way it went down. So, Solo earlier in the match is interfering on behalf of Roman. He gets caught. The ref throws him out. Cody and Roman are putting on a heck of a match. They're putting on a real good match. It eventually gets to a point where there's another ref bump, which they rely on those way too much in WWE. Especially during Roman's matches, because you know what's going to happen. The Usos come out. They jump Cody Rhodes. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn come out. They get rid of the Usos. Kevin Owens hits a stunner on Roman Reigns. Sami Zayn hits a haluva kick on Roman Reigns. Cody Rhodes hits the bionic elbow on Roman Reigns. 1 crossroads. 2 crossroads. He's about to hit the 3rd one. Paul Heyman gets up on the road. He's distracted the referee. Samoa Joe. Solo Sikoa comes back. Hits the Samoan spike. Roman Reigns spear. 1, 2, 3. The match is over. Roman Reigns retains. I have not been that shocked in my life since the streak ended. Since that fateful day in 2014 when the streak was taken from us, have I not been that shocked? I mean, everything seemed to be aligned. It looked like Cody was going to do it. When that man came out, did his entrance, he had his family, his wife, his daughter, his mom. I think it was his mom. Yeah, they said his mom was there. Brody Lee's son. He gives him this belt, and he loses. Oh, man. He loses. And a lot of people keep saying that was the right decision. First of all, I get it. 1,000 days is right there. I get it. I absolutely get it. WWE want to split the titles, but they don't want Reigns to be pinned because of this dominant role. I said it in my predictions video. I'll say it again. There was a way for you to get the job done. For you to get both. You had them sign a contract. And in the contract, only the WWE Championship was on the line. But Cody doesn't know that because he didn't read it fine print. He didn't read it all the way. Right? So when WrestleMania comes and Cody pins him, 1, 2, 3 in the middle of the ring, he's champion. Paul Heyman comes out the next night while Cody is celebrating and says, you are the first person to beat Roman Reigns. Congratulations. You are indeed the champion, but you're not undisputed champion. You're only the WWE champion. We look to the Jumbotron. We see the contract. We see the fine print. You signed it. We all saw it. You're not the Universal Champion. Roman Reigns still is. History will still be made. Roman gets to keep the Universal Championship. He gets to hit 1,000 days. Cody is WWE Champion. He's the top face. You got the title split. That's what is so difficult about that. What is so difficult about that? I am an absolute nobody. I thought of that. They could have thought of that, but they didn't. And now everyone keeps talking about, oh no, Cody has to suffer. The story isn't over. He has to go through some things. What are you talking about? Since when do you have to go through some things? Since when? Did Hulk Hogan go through some things? Did Shawn Michaels go through some things? Did Bret Hart go through some things? Did Stone Cold go through some things? Did John Cena go through some things? Did Did Batista go through some things? Imagine this, right? It's 2005. Batista wins the Royal Rumble. He's having the match with Triple H. Triple H beats him at WrestleMania. Oh, he's got to go through some things. What? What you mean he has to go through some things? What you mean he ain't ready? What? People want to say, oh, think of Bianca Belair. Remember, she lost at SummerSlam to Becky Lynch, and then she beat her again at WrestleMania. She got it back. Bro, first of all, she won the title at WrestleMania. She won the title. So let's not forget that. But what about Daniel Bryan? He had to go through some things. That, first of all, that wasn't even the plan. And y'all know that wasn't the plan. The plan was Daniel Bryan and Sheamus at WrestleMania. The plan was Batista and Randy Orton for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Y'all know that. But y'all were such an influence, taking over shows, doing the yes chants, that WWE, that Vince McMahon himself could not ignore it. He said, okay, we gotta put the title on Daniel Bryan. We gotta let him have his moment. The same thing with Kofi Kingston. He was not the plan. It was Daniel Bryan and Kevin Owens. That was the plan. But Kofi Mania grew and grew and grew, and people weren't letting it go. They said, no, Kofi deserves this moment. He deserves his time. And what happened? He had his match. He won. No one said, oh, he got to go through some things. Oh, he went through some things. He went through 11 years worth of things. Sure, but that was his first title match, and he won. So what are you talking about? He has to go through some things. These people saying that makes no sense. Oh, God. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I believe WWE made a mistake. I believe they made a mistake. Cody Rhodes should be standing here today as the WWE Undisputed Universal Champion. At the very least, WWE Champion. There's no guarantee. When Drew lost, we're like, okay, there's a bigger, grander plan. When Sammy lost, okay, there's a bigger, better, grander plan. Now Cody loses. What's the plan? Now we gotta wait till WrestleMania 40? I don't want to wait till WrestleMania 40. Man. Maybe SummerSlam. I can tolerate SummerSlam, maybe. But, because once Roman hit 1,000 days, to me, all bets are off. There's only one other person I would accept, and that's Seth Rollins, who I believe could beat him for the titles, because they got unfinished business. But, this is all Cody's talked about since he's been here, is winning the title that his dad never could. And now with Vince back in power, looks like, we don't know for sure, but we know he ran Raw last night because it was trash. I don't know what to believe anymore. Now, if they're planning on doing the 2012 John Cena run, where he had a horrible year, right? And then he overcomes that, wins the Royal Rumble, and gets back to the main event. I mean, first of all, with that, so you want Cody Rhodes to win the Rumble twice? Because remember, there's only one world champion. There's not two. There's only one. I mean, the only way you can make it different is Cody come out at 1. Cody comes out at 1. He lasts all the way through. He wins the Rumble again. That will be the only way. There's no, he'll win an Elimination Chamber or he'll win a tournament or something. No, like, he has to win the Royal Rumble again, which, I mean, I don't have a problem with, essentially, but, like, there are people who have won the Rumble twice in a row before. Hogan did it, Shawn did it, Austin did it. So, I mean, it's doable, but I don't know if I got the patience to wait a year, bro. Oh, man. And as I was going to say before, there's no guarantee that Cody is going to be as hot as he was right now. You'll never get that first moment back where everyone thought and believed, yo, this is it. Cody's going to do it. He's going to do it. Man. Yeah, I'm heated. This is hold up. This is unbelievable. But it is what it is at this point. Like I said, I haven't felt this way since the streak ended. I think WWE, I think Triple H dropped the ball on this, and now with maybe Vince back in charge, I don't know what the direction they're gonna go in. I really don't. But anyway, let me know in the comment section down below. Do you agree with the decision that Cody Rhodes has to work for it? That he hasn't been through enough? That the story's not over yet? What did Triple H say? He said, "Oh, the story never ends. The story continues on." That's a cop-out answer, Triple H, and you know it. That is a cop-out answer. That's a bullcrap answer, and you know it. Anybody falling for that? Man. Overall, my thoughts on WrestleMania Night 2. I don't think it was as good as Night 1. But overall, I got to give WrestleMania, besides the main event, because that was the decision there. But there were a lot of questionable decisions on the second night. But overall, I think WrestleMania deserves, Triple H's WrestleMania deserves, I'm going to go with A-. It was pretty good. It was very, very good. You know? Like, definitely top 5 WrestleMania in my opinion. Definitely top 5 WrestleMania. It would have been A+, 1,000% if Cody Rhodes had won. Now it's awkward as heck that the Usos don't have the tag titles, but Roman still got the undisputed title. You know, it's supposed to be the bloodline fell together. You know, like I said, I did say I could see the scenario where me and my big mouth, right? Anyway, that's pretty much it. So let me know in the comment section down below your grade for WrestleMania. What did you think? Top 5 WrestleMania for you? I think it definitely is for me. And let me know your thoughts on the whole Cody situation. Do you think WWE dropped the ball on this? I get it. 1,000 days is right there, but there's no guarantee that Cody's going to be, you know, it's a whole lot of stuff. You never know. The WWE universe is very bipolar. They could care about him today and not give a darn tomorrow. You know how you guys are. Anyway, until next time, and if you're not down with that, I've just got 2 words for you. Peace out. Catch you next time, guys. Peace.